You want to move your life forward in the most positive way using astrology? Then let's talk about the astrological patterns for August 2016. The month begins with an early new moon. It's in Leo and it's on the 2nd of August. And on that same day, we have Mars moving into the sign Sagittarius. And that's very significant because early in that month, there is a load of fiery energy all working together. Please watch my new moon in Leo video to find out more. Shortly after the new moon in Leo, we have an energy shift, because we're going to have a lot of Virgo energy with Mercury and Venus in Virgo, and then a lot of planets in mutable signs. As a matter of fact, there will be 6 planets in mutable signs, and that's going to change the dynamic considerably. Let me share with you some very important dates related to this. On the 12th of August, we have Saturn going stationary direct in Sagittarius. And this is important because the moon will also be in that sign on that same day. And Saturn in Sagittarius has been bringing about religious issues. And some of the terrorism has been connected to this transit with Saturn in Sagittarius. So on the positive side, Saturn going stationary direct can help us be clear about our own personal truth and to embrace it and to radiate it. And please, when I say truth, see that with capital letters. We're talking spiritual, personal, deep truth, okay? That's a very important time, but I do have to say there may be some agitation in the air. And we have to monitor how we respond to that. All of those strong mutable energies are going to be a little bit volatile, a little bit agitated, and we need to decide how we're going to respond to that. It's very important. So walk your truth, be clear, and just make sure you're breathing and getting enough exercise. That's going to help. This powerful pattern of strong energy will really kick in on the 5th and it will last to the end of the month. So you need to pay attention on the 12th with that Saturn aspect that I just mentioned. But then the next thing is going to be the full moon on the 18th. It's a full moon in Aquarius and it's a mild eclipse. It is an eclipse, but it's a gentle eclipse. It doesn't have a lot of power. But what's nice about a full moon in Aquarius is it gives us the opportunity to think in terms of humanitarianism, connecting with brotherhood and sisterhood of mankind, really operating from that higher level of unconditional love. And hopefully you can integrate that and radiate it out into the world because the world will need it. Then on the 24th of August, we have Mars catching up with the planet Saturn and making a conjunction. Now, that is an interesting time. You could use that to discipline your action at that time. That's the best way to use Mars and Saturn. It can be incredibly resourceful. It can also be frustrating. And I don't like to put out any kind of negative intention because I want you to focus positively. The optimist in me demands that. But you do need to be aware of the potential weather patterns astrologically speaking. So again, exercise is very important. Move your body, release energy through taking action, and you'll probably be able to channel that incredible resourceful energy with Mars and Saturn on the highest level possible. And then on August 30th, we have Mercury going retrograde in the late degrees of Virgo. So for most of September, for the first 3 weeks of September, Mercury will be retrograde in Virgo. And that actually is a very nice thing because Mercury is powerful in that sign. So project something positive. You can get a lot of work done during that time, but an internalization process starts at the end of the month to help you step into your own truth and to bring it into the earth plane. So to summarize the astrological patterns for August, remember the new moon is on the 2nd in Leo, and that's when you embrace your self-love. And please watch my video on the new moon in Leo. Then we have that dynamic Saturn going stationary direct on the 12th. We have the full moon on the 18th. And we have a Mars-Saturn conjunction on the 24th. And we have Mercury going retrograde in Virgo on the 30th. But please just remember that time frame from the 5th of August to the end of the month is pretty dynamic. It can be spectacular for you if you elevate your consciousness, if you breathe, and if you decide that you're going to make the best of it and radiate love the entire month. Decide it. Don't be a victim to the planets. Channel it yourself. Thank you. I'm Kathy Rose.